Hello, I just received these PrismaColor Premier color pencils from my friend Aisha, and turns out they're watercolor pencils, so they're different than average watercolor. And I'll open the box up for you so you all can see. If you don't know, PrismaColor is name brand. This is an older set because I can tell of the way that it looks like it's wood. So it's 24 colors here, so you can see. Quality. And I'm going to give a demonstration on how these watercolor pencils work. So you find something to color. I have 140 weight watercolor paper right here, and I drew on it and everything. So I have water here in my cup, my little junky art table. That's important. I'm gonna dip in the water. So you can start, preferably lighter colors first, or you'll have to, blot off your brush, but you're just gonna rub just plain water onto the surface. So it's watercolor, y'all. I tell you, it's watercolor. It's so cool. So I say do the light colors first, because if you don't, the darker colors will blend in with the light part, and you don't want that. That's not cool. So what do you think? Pretty cool, hey. And then here's a darker color for eyeshadows. Neck shadow. Top. Let's try the flower. See if I can zoom in a little. If you mix these dark colors with the lighter colors, it'll turn muddy. That's the art terminology. So now I have my little paper towel over here to blot off the excess. Yeah. And I thank you. I really appreciate this. You're thinking of me because I'm an artist, and this is what I just love to do. So I wanted to show you how well these work. So basically, with watercolor pencils, you just color with the colored pencils like you ordinarily would when you're using colored pencils, except it activates with water. And sure, you can still see a little lines that you use with the pencil and try to blend it out like so if you want to, but I think the lines give a little bit of texture and personality. So yeah, I'm filming with one hand. I think I'm doing quite well, y'all. Yeah, so that's the idea. There's some plain water activating it. So let's try down here at the tail, shall we? Shall we? I'm going to add details with Sharpie over the scales once I'm done. This is one of my Shrinky Dink patterns, and I'll show you what it came out looking like when I'm done with this. And say you went out the line a little bit like so. You can always get clean water, blot your brush off, and then hold your brush over it. Just some more water and kind of rub it out. Watercolor is very forgiving. Even the watercolor pencil. See how if you did go out of the lines, you can just kind of lightly scrub it out. Of course, you still might see some imperfection, but it's better than it was like, okay? So I used quite a few different colors because I wanted the hair to be interesting. So here we are, making it interesting. And if you get too much water on your watercolor paper and like, oh my gosh, it's too much water, you can always get a piece of paper towel edge, hold it on there and let the water absorb. So it's very friendly to use watercolor or watercolor pencils, because sometimes the water will get away from you if you haven't had any practice. I've had a bit of practice, so. I haven't got to do an art video in a very long time. And this will be on my Artistic Diva 722 page here on Instagram. I also have a YouTube, Artistic Diva 722. I haven't been over there in quite a long time, so I'm going to have to get the dust off that page and start putting my art things on that YouTube channel so that YouTube channel can grow. Doing very well with Lisa Michelle Beyond the Scale. I am up to 651. I checked earlier today, so I'm doing well, but I'm not doing that well on the art page because guess what? If you're not consistent with anything that you do, it's not going to thrive, so you must practice. So, yeah, and I'm on a pool league, so I'm practicing. I haven't won any games yet, but I will one day, y'all. I just started in December of 2025, so it's a new hobby of mine, but it's turning into more serious times, and I'm really, really, really enjoying the experience of being on a team. I've been on a bowling league before, but never a pool league of all things. Y'all don't know this about me, but growing up, I never cared for games, and I most certainly didn't care for shooting pool of all things. Come on here now. But I really do like it, so I'm getting new techniques and actually hitting the ball, child, across the table. I really do like the long shots, so I'm having fun. We have a great captain. Captain Rhythm is the one that purchased the watercolor pencils for me. She's also an artist as well, so I wanted you to see how fast that went, how easy it is. Look at this. It's just gorgeous, y'all. Look at that. Would you look at this? Yeah. Oh, let me show you the shrinky dink. So what you do is, I use watercolor paper because that's what I have, but you draw out your image and outline it in Sharpie, black preferably, so it'll show. Then let's say I have a little sample piece of shrink paper here. This is how it looks, but I've used it already. You would just lay your shrink paper over your art image, tape it down so it doesn't move, obviously, and you just trace because it's see-through. Make sure you use the dull side. There's a shiny side and then a dull side. Place the shiny side down and have the dull side up and proceed. Then once you get your image, put it in the oven for the directions that are on your paper that you purchase. It's about like 329 or some weird number like that. But this is how it shrinks down from that size to this size. Like, how freaking cute is that? So I put some glue glitter on her. I have acrylic glitter paint as well, but I use glitter glue. It's not expensive glitter glue, but it's glitter glue. And I even put a little jewel on there. So tomorrow I will be resining this. And then you turn it over. This is how it looks. When you use the acrylic markers, acrylic paint markers, you have to, you use acrylic paint markers, you have to color on the back on the shiny side. And then the dull side is up. And this is how it looks after it shrinks. You know, I had another one as well. So this is what she's looking like. And she has a little jewel too. And the strawberry choker. So how freaking cute, y'all. But anyway, and they're hard once they come out the oven. About 1.5 minutes to shrink. See? So I will have these resined, and I might actually make another video on that just to let you see how they look and everything. There'll be pins and available for $7, these larger ones, and I have smaller ones, different images for $5. So I'll be off vending in April. I'll keep you updated on that. So with all that being said, I'll see you all later, and you have a wonderful, wonderful creative evening or day or afternoon whenever you're seeing this video. Peace.